The 16th of September 2024, I woke up and immediately the world felt different. The sunlight filtering through the window isn't the soft golden hue of dawn, but a harsh, muted orange. It cast strange shadows across my room, making everything look like it was bathed in the glow of an amber. The air smelled thick, earthy and burnt, and there was a faint taste of ash lingering on my tongue even though I haven't stepped outside yet. When I did step outside, the sky wasn't blue. It was a deep, unsettling orange, almost the colour of fire itself. Thick, swirling clouds of smoke stretch across the horizon, suffocating the sky, as if the world was cloaked in a shroud of burning haze, blotting out any hint of blue or white. Ash literally was falling from the sky. You could barely see the sun, just a faint reddish circle glowing dimly through the smoke, a mere shadow of its usual brightness. This year, the fires weren't just a news report, they were on my doorstep. To try and find out what was going on, I watched the news and searched social media and came across clips like these.
Ela diz que eles têm aqui buraco enquanto isto não arder, não é? Foi o que ela me disse. Sim. Pronto, está bem. Então elas vão para o pé.
The day progressed, but the roads were closed and the fire was spreading.
Olha o fogo aqui, olha, 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 olha o fogo aqui. Não vejo nada. Olha, 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 estou... Olha, isto estrada tem que estar cortada, meu. É para isto. Eu tendo agora aqui um acidente que ia bater neste gajo.
E o vento não espalha mais fogo.
In the morning when
O fogo estava controlado, vou
Pai, está uma calamidade, pai, está uma calamidade, pá, estava aqui mais o carro, pai, isto vai arder tudo.
Gente, olha, a cidade tá com fumaça. É agora. Jesus tem misericórdia. Jesus.
In the small village, just a couple of kilometres from my house, 23 houses were affected by the fire, 6 of which were completely destroyed, and at least 10 people were displaced and are temporarily staying with relatives. The fire came too close for comfort this year. It's actually a pretty scary experience going about your day-to-day business. I just went to the cafe in the morning and just tried to act normal and go about my daily routine. I didn't leave the house because I didn't know what I would return to if I did leave the house. So the day was spent just watching the news, searching social media, watching the fire engines and the ambulances kind of fly by your house. It was actually quite a surreal experience. But as I said, I was lucky, but my neighbours were not. I've got to say, filming wasn't the first thing on my mind on the 16th of September. But I did visit my neighbouring county just to see the aftermath and to give you an idea just how bad the fires actually were on the 16th of September. On the 16th of September 2024, Portugal was dealing with intense wildfires, particularly in the northern and central regions where I am. By that morning, there were 36 active fires spread across the country. The fires were causing significant disruption, including evacuations, road closures and widespread smoke. More than 2,000 firefighters were deployed to manage the situation, supported by hundreds of vehicles and firefighting aircraft. Fires, which had started a few days earlier, had already affected over 10,000 hectares of land, primarily in the areas between Porto and Aveiro, and the situation remained critical with higher fire risks until around the 20th of September. Unfortunately, one of the houses that was completely destroyed in my neighbouring village or town, however you describe it, was one of the most beautiful houses in the area. The house was over 100 years old and was being used as a hotel. And as you can see, the fire got all of the house. It's completely destroyed. It's just awful, and it just makes me appreciate that I'm quite lucky that the fire didn't come super close to my house, but like I said, it was a little bit too close for comfort. Here you can see just how close the fire was to the road, and coming up you'll just see how close some of my neighbours were to the fire, destroying their properties too.